in the day. But hey, I want to talk to you guys about something that was brought to my attention, I guess is the best way to say that. But I talked to a feller, good dude, but he's in school right now, and he was asking me, he says, how do I get a job? How do I do this? How do I do that? Guys, number one, I want to talk to you about school. School is such an opportunity. See, I didn't go to school. I came out and I was a welder helper. That's how I did that's how I learned. I learned from the old guys. I learned from the new guys. Like, I just learned from everybody I could learn from, and I still am learning from everybody to this day. But school, if you are going to spend the money on school, you need to bear down, focus, understand what they are teaching you. You're not there to get a grade. Who the hell cares what grade you get? It better be a freaking A, because they are sitting there teaching you how to read prints. They're teaching you how to fit. They're teaching you how to weld, okay? If they allow you to have time after school to come back into the weld shop and weld, why are you not doing that? You know, nobody gets better at doing this, practicing and doing it over and over and over again. If you have prints and they give you a blueprint and you get things wrong on it, you better go back through it and figure out what you did wrong and make sure you don't do it again. Because when you get out here, okay, you're dealing with paper in a classroom. You get out here, you're dealing with money. You're dealing with people that want shit built. They want it built right, and they want it built the first time. Okay, not saying you're not going to make mistakes out here, because I make mistakes. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. That's just part of it. But if you're going to go to school, you need to sit there, focus, figure out what you're doing, and be the best at it, better than anybody else in that school. All right, that's just plain and simple. Okay, number two. I got talking to this guy, and I said, and I stress networks. Every one of you knows that I stress networks. I mean, there is nobody that has more contacts than the mafia than a welder. Okay, a welder has, you can't post a job online faster than 1,000 welders can know about it. And that's no joke. Like, welders are some of the quickest people to get their buddies. Hey man, there's a job over here. Here's the number. Call the super right now. Okay? So, I stress networks. I said, how many of those kids in that school are there? He says, I think there's about 100 in each class. So my guess is there's about 400. My guess is there's about 400 kids in this school. And I asked him, I said, how many of those kids do you have their phone numbers? Well, I got my 5 buddies that are in there. And then it came out, and he's like, I do not want to give my number or get anybody else's number because I do not want competition out there. And I'm glad he said it, because I'm hoping that some of you are thinking this way, okay? You need to understand that a welder is not your competition. A superintendent is not your competition. They are your ability to find work. They are the ones that are going to get you jobs. They're the ones that are going to tell you where the work is. And you need to be willing to freaking go over there, get their phone number, and if that guy is out of work, you need to be willing to start getting a hold of some of your contacts to help that guy go to work. Granted, we are all fighting over the same jobs. Whatever. That is not the point of this. The point is that you are not in competition with welders. Welders are what is going to keep you fed. Okay? Superintendents are going to keep you fed. If you believe that you are in competition with all these people, you will starve to death in this industry. I don't care who you are. You will starve to death. You can turn in 1 million resumes, and I guarantee you cannot get work faster than by another welder, another superintendent, or a boss, or, other people that are on the job or know where the jobs are. By the time the jobs are posted online, they are gone. Because there's 5 welders sitting on that job. As soon as the hiring agency or whatever is like, oh my gosh, we need 4 welders. Let's go ahead. Let's build a little post. By the time they push enter on that post, them 5 welders that are already on that job have already caught wind that they need welders. And guess what they are freaking doing? They are on the phone. Hey, man, get a hold of this guy right here. Now, you're going to apply to that ad online. And there's going to be 1,000 other welders that applied to it. I promise you won't beat the guys that freaking, their buddies are on that job telling them, hey, man, get a hold of the super. Screw the rest of the hiring part of it because you're wasting your time. Here's the superintendent's number. Get a hold of this guy. He'll get you a test set up Monday. You do not realize how important it is to, if you are in school, there is no better network to start out with than when you're in school. If you've never done this before and you're going to school to learn to weld, you better have every single one of those people's phone numbers in that school. And I am not kidding with you, okay? Get the phone numbers because eventually every one of you is going to split up. You're all going to different jobs. You're going to be all over the world working, okay? If you don't have so-and-so's phone number and he's got a job and you haven't stayed in touch with him and kept a decent relationship with him, you think he's going to call you about a job? No. He don't have your phone number either. And if you're the last person on his mind, he's going to call his other buddies that are looking for work that were smart enough to get a phone number and build a relationship with that guy or that girl. Guys, you are not in competition with anybody. You're in competition with yourself. 100% yourself. If you made $200,000 this year, why the hell didn't you make 3? If you made 3, why the hell didn't you make 4? Okay? You're in competition with yourself. Welders are your biggest asset benefit. You need to have everybody's phone number. Everybody like, subscribe, share this with your friends, because that's how we're building a YouTube family is what I like to call it. And anyways, let us know what you guys all think. Leave a thought in the comments. And everybody be blessed. Stay in the money. Always be looking for the money. And that's where you need to be, is right smack in the middle of it. So anyways, you guys, we'll talk to you later.